This podcast is brought to you by listeners like you through Patreon and Ko-fi.com. Thank you. We're also brought to you by Libris Arcana. Stay tuned during this podcast for more information and promo codes. So you show it an axe, it pauses, it thinks about its decisions in life, and then it lifts an arm, it grabs something from its branches, you can't quite tell what. Is a 15...
I don't think it worked.
Does a 15 hit Nocturna?
It does.
Suddenly, Cougar. There's suddenly a cougar just flying through the air. It smacks into you. And everybody roll initiative.
How much cougar damage do I take?
I will find out after we start.
At least 1D cougar.
Oh my.
So let's describe the field. You guys are in a lightly forested part. It's only a grove, so it's not like densely compact. There are trees to hide behind. There is a tree about 60 feet away, and it has a whole bunch of shadowy figures within its branches, but it has so much foliage you can't really tell what it is. But since it's threw one at you, you know they are cougars. This is a treant or living tree with cougars all up in its hair, and it's not afraid to throw the cougars at you.
Now, for clarification, we're talking about the animal kind, right?
Yeah, we're talking about the animal kind.
That's a kind of fight.
Also, Nocturna, give me a strength saving throw really quickly. Let's see if you were actually toppled over by the cougar. Nope. It smacked into you, and now it's in front of you, and it's super angry. You're ready for random tables.
Cougar tree is probably the most interesting monster I've ever faced.
Oh, it will get weirder. So this living tree, it has a face. It looks pretty angry. It is creaking and cracking with all the cougars hissing at you guys. They seem to be either attached to each other or something's going on. And Roscoe, it is your turn first. This thing's 60 feet away. It can throw cougars at you guys. It's a little terrifying.
He's going to hide behind Dante.
Hey, give me a stealth check to see how well you are hiding behind them. Because you can hide behind things one size bigger than yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, you hide. Do you have anything else you want to do? Your turn? Roscoe?
Nope, he's just hiding right now.
Okay, cool. Time about Dante. Dante!
Okay, Dante's going to look over and sort of seeing this tree-flinging cougars, for a moment his eyes go distant, as if he is thinking, am I drunk? How drunk am I? Before he decides that's not what's important, and he will go over to the closest cougar, which is the one that's next to... who again, sorry? Was it
Nocturna.
Nocturna, not a problem.
Yeah.
So he'll go over to the one that's in front of Nocturna, and then simply go for a quick kick against it, followed by another kick, and then a palm strike towards it.
Just hitting it all sorts of ways. Okay. Let me...
19, 23, 22.
I think there's all hit. Let me just double check on the monster stat block.
My strikes are also counted as magical.
Yeah, I believe all those hit. So go ahead and do damage.
That's a 5, a 7, and then his final sort of, as he brings his heel down onto it, is an 8.
Yeah. So it looks very hurt. It looks bloodied. You did a good job at thrashing it, but now it's a little angry. Nocturna. Yeah, there's a giant tree thing with cougars in the branches. There is a cougar in front of you that just kind of smacked into you.
Okay. First of all, she's going to point at it and cast Hex.
Okay. And what are you?
It'll take it. So anytime I do damage, or when I do damage to it, it'll deal an extra 1d6 necrotic, and it has disadvantage on dexterity checks. It's a cast at 3rd level.
Awesome.
And that's a bonus action. So as my action, I will look at it and I will cast Eldritch Blast.
Awesome. And that is a ranged spell, so I think you have to roll to hit. And that is a crit. Okay. I'm not even going to bother with damage because I'm pretty absolutely sure you're going to kill it off the bat because of how many hit points it does not have now.
So that is one of the beams, because at what is it? We're 6th. I have 2 beams, so the first one will go at it. The second beam go at the tree end.
All right, cool.
Roll for it. You want me to roll for it?
Yeah, roll damage for the tree end at least.
I got to roll to hit it too.
Oh, okay. That does hit.
Oh, that's max damage.
Yeah.
And then it's a d6 for the hex. Just have it.
And you moved your hex over to the tree.
Oh no, I can't. The hex, and that'll be on my next turn. So no,
okay,
just the d10 or the 10.
Cool. Wonderful. Any other actions that you have?
How far am I from the tree end at the moment?
You are 60 feet away.
60 feet? No, I'll stay where I am.
All right. Ryoshi. There is one. Oh, actually, before we do that, Nocturna, what does it look like when this cougar is killed by your Eldritch Blast?
So it kind of it hits it, and kind of basically like there's like this crackling blue blackish energy that kind of folds it inside out, because it's
gnarly.
like force, so it pushes it into it, like splits it.
Wow.
Metal.
It's hardcore.
Awesome. Okay, now Kiryoshi. There is the remains, or what you could call remains, of a cougar in front of Nocturne and Dante. There is the treant that seems angry for some reason with a whole bunch of cougars in its branches, and that is 60 feet away from you. What do you do?
I think I'm going to try to hit it with my one-handed warhammer.
Okay, so you can only move 30 feet per your turn, unless you want to take a dash dash action. Wow, that's really hard to say. Dash action, which does use up one of your attacks. Do you want to do that so you can move straight up?
Sure.
And yes, anybody who is listening, I know, usually if somebody uses the dash action, they don't get their extra attack on their turn. But you know what? I'd rather have people feel awesome than worry about rules. So.
Now hit it with the hammer, see what happens.
So roll to hit. 15. Unfortunately, 15 is a miss.
Oh, what happened?
You swung, and you thought you had it in your sights within reach, but it sways just barely out of the way, and your warhammer does not connect.
So is he kind of like watching it as he's going past, and like slowly?
Yeah, the treant is deceptionally a little bit faster than you thought it was, and if we had the Zack Snyder slow motion cam coming up, it's like you ran up, you swung your weapon, everything goes slow motion, and we see that like 1 inch that the treant moves out of the way.
And Curiosius was like, no, as he flies past.
And that's your turn. We're going to pause things for a moment and have a word from our sponsors. This podcast is brought to you by listeners like you through Patreon and Ko-fi.com. Thank you. We're also brought to you by Libris Arcana. Do you like role-playing games but you have no dice? Are you a dice dragon and just need a hoard dice? Libris Arcana has you covered. Libris Arcana offers both a monthly and quarterly subscription to get dice. Yeah, that's right. They send you dice monthly or every 3 months. They also sell individual dice sets and great leather protective book covers for your gaming manuals. Go to www.librisarcana.com. That's LIBRISARCANA.com to find out more. And if you use the promo code SwordfallFan, you get a discount. Look in the description below for more details. And now back to the story. Mona!
So on a scale of 1 to really bad idea, how much would it set the rest of the forest on fire if I cast Sacred Flame on this tree?
Oh, that would be freaking awesome. Go for it.
Okay. I will cast Sacred Flame.
Bonus points if you burn your god's name into the ground.
She will consider burning his first letter, the first letter of his name into the ground because it could be like other people's names too. It's not just for him.
And it looks like I have to make a dexterity saving throw with the treant.
Yes, the cougar tree.
Because it's so good at dexterity saving throws. I mean, just watch this. Oh, it actually makes it.
Watch this. Oh.
The branches part and it goes right down.
No.
So
That's better than Kurioshi did.
When
that's because he's supposed to be attacking with an axe.
Yeah.
Like I said, hit it with a hammer, see what happens.
So if a creature does pass, does it take no damage?
Does it do anything still? Let me check. Sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to cast it again. I clicked on the wrong thing. Flame-like radiance descends upon the creature that you see within range. The target must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 of radiant damage. The target gains no benefit from covering saving throw. So you're not hurt for now.
It looks like all or nothing. So it passed, and it dodges your Sacred Flame.
It's okay. It's a cantrip. I can just do it again next turn.
Yep. Oh, and it goes past him. We have another Zack Snyder cam moment where, slow motion, it looks like it's going to hit the tree, but it, sways out of the way. And, we can see all the cougars in the branches watch this, flame just kind of go past. And it smacks into a tree behind it. And, the tree doesn't seem too happy about that.
Before my turn's over, can I take card number 3 and just hurl it in the tree's direction? And yell, I'm sure you can read.
Give me a roll a dex. Something with your dex bonus. Let's just see if it gets the tree or not.
Just roll dexterity, say straight up, or
just a straight up dex.
Okay. Sorry.
Basically, I'm making you do a ranged attack.
Do I hit the giant tree?
No, I'm gonna say it lands right at his feet, and there it is, right in front of him, and you just hear a whisper, "Hey, buddy, that's one more."
I'll just look at the cougars. That's 3!
And he whispers, "No, they're all the same mind. That's 1." And you can feel finger guns go off in your head. So much help. Alright, now it is the cougars and the treant's turn. It looks at puny human down, and it's gonna bring on the slam, bring on the jam.
Oh Lord. Bad decisions were made.
So many bad decisions.
Thank you. Now I have Space Jam stuck in my head.
You're welcome.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Just the song.
I think 25 overpasses your AC.
Nah, he dodges it, I'm sure.
Totally.
But 17 doesn't. So Kiriyoshi takes one good swing at you, and it misses with its other branch. It probably staggers you, so we get another slow-mo cam where it hits you once and you kind of wobble, and it doesn't judge its next swing correctly, so it misses you again, and it's gonna give you some damage.
Let's see what lies in store.
20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
And the cougars proceed to jump off the treant. And can you give me multiple DC 13 strength saves there, Kiriyoshi? Cool. So, what does this look like? Because you dodged the first 2, but the last one gets you.
I've got a face full of cat.
Got a face full of cat. Okay. Oh, it can bite you now. Yay. But it doesn't bite you. It lightly nips at you. Almost playfully.
Aw.
Having an AC of 18 is grand. Roscoe, Dante is not in front of you anymore.
Well, the point of hiding behind somebody is to hide behind them. So when Dante moved, Roscoe would have moved with him.
Okay. So,
So you're just like tiptoeing behind him?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
okay, cool.
Are
I'll
you
accept
taller
that.
than Dante?
Huh?
Dante's
Are
like
you
solid
taller
five
than
seven.
him, though?
No, I'm a small creature.
Okay.
Roscoe's
Yeah,
only like 3'6" or something.
Oh, right, okay.
Roscoe is a halfling, and he has the lovely ability to hide behind creatures that are one size taller than him. So that's all of you.
It's pretty
So,
sweet.
Dante, Nocturna totally turned this cougar inside out that was in front of her. Dante totally kicked the shit out of it beforehand, and it looks like your newfound companion Kiriyoshi is getting smacked and pounced by trees and cougars.
Okay, this is not good.
Yeah, Roscoe, what do you do? Are you still just hiding?
Well, no. This is gonna look hilarious. So he's going to basically pop out underneath Dante's legs and throw a dagger at the cougar on top of Kiriyoshi.
Nice. Okay. Roll for it. 24 totally hits the tiger. Roll for damage. And also, you get that nice sneak attack on top of that, since you are a rogue and you have a companion that is within 5 feet of the creature that you are attacking, and also it doesn't see you. You get 3d6 extra sneak attack damage.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so that's 17 altogether. Darn. Cool. So you hit the creature. So if we're gonna do this in one fluid movement, what does it look like?
So it's like as he pops out between Dante's legs, his arm flings forward, the dagger goes sailing and hits the cat in the face.
Yep. And there is now a dagger stuck in that cat. Poor kitty cat. Poor bloodthirsty kitty cat. This podcast is powered by listeners like you. Thanks. Please like, comment, rate, share, and subscribe wherever you can. Consider supporting us through Patreon, Ko-fi.com, or by hitting the listener support button on our Anchor.fm page. Follow and interact with us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Discord. For all these links, look in the description below. If you liked our podcast, consider listening to these other great podcasts.
A long, long time ago, in a land far away named Phylor, there were 4 legendary adventurers.
We are the Adventurous Four, renowned across the land.
Using their cunning and strength, the party defeats many monsters and saves many lives.
Nick takes her fairy blade and stabs it into his other eyeball.
Oh my god! Can you go jump on my back? Do I cast Expeditious Retreat?
Yeah. Can Bob roll a d20 for me?
I don't like that. I don't like how you asked that.
D20 business.
What if I rolled a 1? What if I told you I just rolled a 1?
Come and join us weekly at How the Quest Was Won. Found anywhere where podcasts are located. Purchase not necessary. No real magic was used in the making of this podcast.